back to Cheyenne Country. This lady has been a part of our family generations for so long with hits like Nobody, Snapshot. I don't know if that was planned or not. Sylvia, one name, and all the titles of your songs seem to be one name.
It was not planned. That's just how it happened.
Yeah, meant to be is what they say.
Yeah, I guess so.
So many wonderful hits, though, over the 80s and that we've enjoyed still to this day.
I just am still, maybe I'm appreciating it more than ever at this time in my life, but I look back and it's just kind of amazing. And I'm out touring again, and I'm amazed that people still remember the words and sing along. I mean, when I sing Nobody live in concert, it's like a choir in the building. It's just beautiful to see.
I think that was the key to all of your success. Your songs were so catchy, and we could all sing along and join in, and we felt like we were a part of that show with you. Now, I'll tell you what, over the years, I've gotten to know you a little bit better, and I was a little surprised because you were kind of, a crossover sensation, I guess, in the 80s?
Well, I had that crossover success with Nobody, but, people forget I had a #1 song with Drifter. I had Tumbleweed. I had, several, The Matador. There were a lot of records before Nobody, but because it was such a huge hit, it just kind of overshadowed.
So what I think the great thing is here most recently is folks are learning a lot more about your family history. Yes. And where they may think, hey, she did some crossover stuff and she was this country pop sensation. Your roots actually go back to barn dances, fiddles, farming.
That's right. Yeah. My grandparents on my father's side, well, and on my mother's side too, they were farmers as well. As with a lot of people out there listening to and watching the show, our ancestors go back to that. And my new record, It's All in the Family, is really an exploration of my ancestry, my family history. I've been very curious over the last several years. I've been a member of Ancestry.com. I've dabbled around in genealogy a little bit, and I've been very curious to learn who are these people that I come from and how do they shape and how did their lives kind of in invisible ways shape who I am today and my musical lineage, because my grandfather Kirby and my grandmother Kirby, her brothers, they all played music at barn dances. My grandfather was a clawhammer banjo player and a fiddle player. And so this record really gets to dabble into that, and actually my grandfather's instruments are played on one of the songs on the record.
Now, do you play any instruments?
No, I just sing. I just have the singing instrument.
And beautifully. I think this album shows off your vocals more than any other recording I've ever heard in the past.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you've really worked at that skill over the years as a background singer for some names that we've known over the years.
Back
and
in
then
the early days.
Yeah.
In the early days, I sang some backup with Janie Fricke, and when she first started out on the road. But I've been working with a voice teacher actually for about 29 and a half years. Every Wednesday at 11:30, that's my usual time, and I just stay in touch with my voice. And because as we grow older, our voices change, and there's more life experiences, and I really believe everything shows up in our voices.
Now, on this particular album, when you listen to it, It's All in the Family, it is about life experiences, and it's almost like you've jotted down some notes over the years and then put music to it.
Well, you would think that is what happened, but this record was just very organically created. It kind of emerged. I had no idea I'd be writing co-writing 9 of the 12 songs that are on the record, and be so much of a part of the writing of the record. But it's just turned out to be, to me, and this really isn't ego talking. I really feel like it is the best work that I've done musically to date, and I'm so excited for people to hear it.
Yeah, I can't wait. It is beautiful. There's a video that you've done, right?
Yes.
The very first one. And there's a backstory to this. Takes you back to your childhood as well, right?
Yes. When I was 3 years old, I lived in a trailer park, in Tall Timbers Trailer Park in Kokomo, Indiana, where I was born and raised. And a train would come by often, and our front door of our trailer was literally about 30 feet from the train track. So when it came by, it would just shake all the dishes in the cupboard and scare a 3-year-old kid to death. One day I'm hiding under the trailer while it goes by, and the thought occurs to me that, every day this big noise happens, but when I go back out after it's quiet again, everything looks exactly the same, and it made me curious. So the next time the train came by, I planted my feet, met the train, and something really beautiful and surprising happened, and that's what the story of Every Time a Train Goes By is about.
All right, let's watch the video.
putting my sundress on, golden book tucked up under my arm, when I suddenly heard that sound, filled the valley and shook the ground. My body was frozen, cups and saucers started to shake, fear on the horizon, run and hide before it's too late. One morning I stood still, engine rumbling over the hill, held my breath and I closed my eyes, feared the worst, but to my surprise a loud whistle was blowing. Opened my eyes and what did I see? Right there in my backyard, that conductor smiling at me. Every time a train goes by, my confidence grows. I can face any old whistle that blows every time a train goes by. Every time a train goes by, my confidence grows. I can face any old whistle that blows every time